Do not let the sun set while you are still angry. Ephesians 4:26. These words, simple yet profound, offer a guiding principle for harmonious living. As the sun dips below the horizon, painting the sky with hues of peace, we are called to let go of the day's frustrations. Anger, a powerful emotion, can fester and grow if left unchecked. Like a weed in a garden, it can choke the beauty of our relationships. The Apostle Paul, in his letter to the Ephesians, urges us to address anger before it takes root in our hearts. This sunset commandment isn't about denying our feelings. It's about embracing forgiveness and reconciliation. It's about choosing love over resentment, understanding over bitterness. As we release anger's grip, we create space for peace to settle in our hearts. At the heart of this call to forgiveness lies love. Love is not just a fleeting emotion, but a profound commitment to understanding and empathy. Love is the foundation upon which trust is built, the mortar that holds relationships together. It is the invisible thread that connects us, binding our hearts and souls in a tapestry of mutual respect and care. But what does love look like in action? It manifests in the small, everyday gestures that show we care, in the sacrifices we make for one another, and in the moments we choose to listen rather than speak. The Apostle Paul, in his first letter to the Corinthians, paints a vivid picture. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. 1 Corinthians 13:4. These timeless words offer a blueprint for how we should treat one another. These words echo through the ages, reminding us that love isn't merely a sentiment, it's a verb, an active force that compels us to treat others with compassion and grace. Love in action means being there for someone in their time of need, offering a shoulder to cry on, or simply being present. When we choose patience over anger, kindness over harshness, we are making a conscious decision to build bridges rather than walls. We build bridges of understanding, creating pathways for open communication and mutual respect. We create an atmosphere of safety where vulnerability is met with empathy and mistakes are seen as opportunities for growth. In such an environment, people feel valued and understood, fostering a sense of belonging. In such an environment, trust flourishes and relationships deepen. Trust becomes the bedrock upon which we build our lives, allowing us to face challenges together and celebrate our victories as one. Patience and kindness. These two virtues, intertwined like threads in a tapestry, form the very essence of love. Patience allows us to extend grace to others, recognizing that everyone makes mistakes. It reminds us that growth takes time and healing is a process. Kindness, on the other hand, is love in action. It's a gentle touch, a listening ear, a word of encouragement spoken at just the right moment. Kindness seeks to understand, to offer comfort, to build up rather than tear down. When we embody patience and kindness, we reflect the heart of God. We become beacons of hope in a world often shrouded in darkness. We create ripples of love that extend far beyond ourselves, touching the lives of those around us. Our God is a God of second chances, of infinite patience and boundless love. He sees our flaws, our shortcomings, our moments of anger and pride, yet He chooses to love us still, offering forgiveness and restoration. Think of the Israelites wandering in the desert, their hearts filled with doubt and rebellion. Time and again they tested God's patience, yet He remained faithful, guiding them towards the promised land. Like a loving parent, God disciplines us, not out of anger, but out of love. He desires our growth, our transformation into the people He created us to be. His patience is a testament to His unwavering love, a constant reminder that we are never beyond His reach. Be not quick in your spirit to become angry, for anger lodges in the heart of fools. Ecclesiastes 7:9. These words, penned by the wise King Solomon, offer a powerful antidote to the poison of offense. In a world filled with differing opinions and perspectives, it's easy to take things personally, to allow anger to flare at the slightest provocation. But what if, instead of reacting with anger, we chose understanding? What if we sought to see the situation from the other person's point of view, to acknowledge their humanity, their own struggles and insecurities? Choosing understanding over offense doesn't mean condoning wrong behavior. It simply means approaching the situation with a spirit of humility, recognizing that we are all works in progress, flawed and imperfect individuals navigating a complex world. One of the most freeing truths we can embrace is that God doesn't keep a record of our wrongs. When we confess our sins, He forgives us completely, wiping our slate clean. He chooses to see us not as we are, but as we are becoming through the lens of His infinite grace. Imagine if we were to extend that same grace to others. What if, instead of focusing on their faults and shortcomings, we chose to see them through God's eyes, recognizing their potential, their inherent worth? This doesn't mean ignoring bad behavior or condoning hurtful actions. It simply means choosing to believe the best about others, to assume good intentions, to offer the same forgiveness and grace that we have received. Judge not, that you be not judged. These words spoken by Jesus are a powerful reminder of the importance of compassion and understanding in our daily interactions. For with the judgment you pronounce, you will be judged, and with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. This means that the standards we set for others will be the standards applied to us. Just as a ruler or scale measures with precision, so too will our actions and attitudes be measured back to us. Matthew 7, 1-2. These verses are not just about avoiding judgment, but about cultivating a spirit of empathy and kindness. These words of Jesus serve as a stark reminder that the way we treat others will ultimately be the way we are treated. When we extend a helping hand, we create a ripple effect of kindness. If we are constantly looking for faults, for reasons to be offended, we will undoubtedly find them. This mindset can lead to a life filled with negativity and conflict. But if we choose to focus on the positive, to see the good in others, we open ourselves up to a world of joy and connection. To look for the good in others is to acknowledge their humanity and their potential for growth and goodness. We will find that too. Acts of kindness and appreciation can transform relationships and build stronger communities. The measure we use to judge others will be the measure used to judge us. The choice is ours. We can choose to walk the path of understanding and compassion. We can choose to be fault finders, constantly criticizing and judging, which only serves to isolate us and create barriers. Or we can choose to be grace givers, extending forgiveness and understanding. This choice fosters a sense of community and belonging. The path we choose will determine the quality of our relationships. Positive interactions build trust and deepen connections, and the peace we experience in our own hearts. By choosing favor over fault, we cultivate inner peace and a harmonious life. As recipients of God's boundless grace, we are called to extend that same grace to others. This grace is not just a gift for us to hold on to, but a powerful force meant to flow through us, touching the lives of those around us. Just as He has forgiven us, so we are to forgive those who have wronged us. This act of forgiveness is a reflection of the divine mercy we have received, a mirror of the compassion that has been shown to us. This is not a suggestion, it's a command, an essential element of living a life of love. Forgiveness is the cornerstone of our faith, a testament to the transformative power of love and grace. Forgiveness is not a feeling, it's a choice, a deliberate act of the will. It requires us to rise above our natural inclinations, to let go of the desire for retribution and embrace a higher path. It's choosing to release the bitterness, the anger, the hurt that can consume our hearts. By letting go, we free ourselves from the chains that hold us back. The resentment that binds us to the past can be a heavy burden, but through forgiveness, we can find liberation. It's a process of healing, a journey towards inner peace. It's choosing to see the person who hurt us through the lens of compassion, understanding that they too are flawed and in need of grace. This perspective allows us to empathize with their struggles and recognize their humanity. Recognizing their own brokenness and need for grace helps us to soften our hearts. It opens the door to reconciliation and the possibility of rebuilding trust. Forgiving others doesn't mean condoning their actions or minimizing the pain they caused. It means acknowledging the hurt while choosing to rise above it, to not let it define our future. It simply means releasing them from our judgment and choosing to move forward in freedom and love. This act of release is a gift to ourselves, a step towards our own healing and wholeness. It's in extending grace that we truly experience the transformative power of God's love, both in our own lives and in the lives of those around us. By forgiving, we become conduits of divine love, spreading light and hope in a world that desperately needs it.